Hi everyone, my name is Axel Johnson. Today I'm presenting my project titled Mapping Nutritional Inequality, a spatial analysis of food purchases. This study focuses on how food choices and diet quality differ across regions in Greater London. We will look at the real shopping data to uncover which areas are eating healthier and which ones may be at risk. Let's start with the background of my project. Unhealthy diets are leading cause of serious health problems like obesity, diabetes, and hair disease. Public health efforts often focus on personal responsibility, but this study takes a different angle. By analyzing large-scale food purchases, we can see big picture of what communities are actually eating, and this kind of help data helps us to understand and address nutritional inequalities on wider scale. Now, let's talk about why I chose Greater London as the focus area. We all know London is the capital city of United Kingdom. That's not a reason. London has over 9 million people with big differences in income, ethnicity, and lifestyle across its region. Because of this diversity, it is a great place to explore how location and demographics might impact the types of food people are buying and consuming. So, where did my data come from? It is based on Tesco Grocery 1.0 dataset. What is Tesco? Tesco is the largest supermarket chain in the UK, and this dataset includes information from 2015 specifically. 422 million food items purchased by 1.6 million club card users at 411 Tesco stores in Greater London. And the data is anonymized and grouped by local areas, which makes it perfect for this kind of spatial analysis. Let's take a closer look at what the dataset includes. It contains detailed nutritional information like calories, sugar, fat, and fiber, as well as the food categories such as fruit and vegetables, meat or sweets. We also get the demographic details like age and gender. This variety of information allows us to connect food purchasing patterns with broader lifestyle and health indicators. Before we go further, let me explain what MSOAs are. MSOA, Middle Layer Super Output Area. It is a type of statistical region used in the UK. Each one represents around 5,000 to 15,000 residents. And here you can see how Greater London is divided into these MSOA regions. Now, let's look at the main question I wanted to answer. How does the nutritional quality of food purchases vary across MSOE regions in Greater London, and which areas are at high risk of poor diet quality? And this helps to highlight communities that might need more public health support. These are the key nutritional variables that I am taking for the further analysis. Three of the variables, calories, sugar, and saturated fat, are usually linked to poor health when we consume in excess amount. And the other two, fiber and nutrient diversity, are positive indicators for a healthy diet. We converted each of these variables into standardized set scores using this equation, which put them in unitless. And this allows for a fair comparison and combination of different nutrition variables across region. Next, I created something called a nutritional quality score, or NQS. These scores combines the set scores of those five variables: fiber and nutrient diversity, which indicates healthy diet, add to the score; sugar, fat, and calories, which indicates poor diet, are subtract to the score. So the equation of NQ is equal to set fiber plus set nutrient diversity minus set sugar minus set saturated fat minus set calories. All these variables are converted to set scores, making them unitless, so they can be meaningfully added and subtracted. So, if a region have higher NQS means the food purchases there are generally healthier, lower NQS means the poor nutrition. Here is what the scores looks like when we look across all MSOA region. As you can see from this histogram, most of the regions sit around 0, which is average. A score above 0 means better than average diet quality, while scores below 0 means poor diet. Most areas falls in between -1 to +1, so they are not far from the middle. But there are some outliers on both ends. Now, let's look at how those scores appear on the map. In this visualization, the darker green areas like the west and southwest regions, like Richmond, Barnon, and Kingston, have higher NQS, meaning people are buying healthier food overall. The lighter areas, such as the parts of the east and the southeast regions of the London, as parts of Newham, Croydon, and Barking, have lower NQS values. So, this map clearly shows which areas may be at the higher nutritional risk. When we look at this map, we can understand the southeast and the east region of UK are at the higher nutritional risk. Looking ahead, there are two key steps. First, I wanted to include age group analysis so we can see if kids, adults, or older people are buying healthier food in different parts of the city. And secondly, I plan to use a method called Moran's Eye, which tests whether the healthy or unhealthy diet scores tend to cluster together across the map, and this will help confirm whether the patterns I am seeing are statistically significant. To sum things up, the nutritional quality score gives a helpful snapshot of food purchasing habits in London. West and Southwest regions had high NQS, indicating healthier food purchases, while East and Southeast regions are more at risk. And these patterns suggest deeper socio-economic differences in access to healthy food. And this kind of spatial analysis is useful for designing, targeting health campaigning and policy interventions. These are the sources I use for this research from the test score dataset and the geographic references to public health issues studies. Sorry. That brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I'm happy to take any questions you have. Thank you. Bye.